and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see our game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air again, Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this first play will get him back to the 25, and that's going to be in. Joey Bosa in on the stop. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come in and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Here's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
A beautiful spin and room to run. Finding room at midfield. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Herbert. Uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. On second and a couple, Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Okay, right. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe a bit of a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 20.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chargers 31.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Herbert off of play action. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Williams brings it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd down and goal. Herbert, this is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
It's now 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Niners have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch. Made over 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 68 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Throwing, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Herbert to throw. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I want to introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance. Pass complete, Samuel.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Lance looking to throw.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lance back to throw.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Now Lance. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Trotting.
And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.